Hi YouTube, how y'all doing today? Today I just want to show a little project I was working on, or I have been working on for a little while now. I'm working on some control panels. I do not like to do anything, traditional, what everybody else does. I like my board to be, or my train board, excuse me, to be unique to me as an individual. So yeah, I do things different. I design things different. I like my board presenting differently, and so it don't look like everybody's layout out there. I'm doing a modular panel. I started with this design here. Now, mind you, this is all prototype. Everything I'm going to show is this is all just basic prototype stuff. I'm in the process of designing it all and getting it together. So this is by far not what the final outcome will be. But I started here. This would be the panel representing the city, my town, Spiral City. So these turnouts would run into the loop. And this would be its own little module controlled by possibly an Arduino for the lights in the city, and then the controls for the turnouts. So that was the idea. I built this panel. It took me about an hour to print it. The panel will be painted. It will not be gray and just plopped up on my board. So this was the very first idea that I had. I'm like, what could I do that would be just slightly different? Now, mind you, look at it, I have the tractors running straight up here. I mean, yeah, definitely not traditional. It's not the nice tight circle or whatever, oval, whatever you're. This just represents the turnouts going into the city. That's all I need. Just represent where the turnouts are. So I press a button, I know, which side is open, which side is closed. Press a button, I know. I just need the turnouts represented. That's all I want. That's all I need. And that's all I'm going to have on my train board. So yeah, I started there. And then I designed the Hiawatha yard. This one, the design is almost complete how I want it. These are just the turnouts in the yard where the Hiawathas will be stored. I'm going to move the emblem over the R, over this R, centered on the R probably. I don't like where it's sitting right now, so that'll be changed. The placard here for Hiawatha yard may come over just slightly and down just slightly. Not much of a change there, but I may come over. It just don't seem right where it's at. I may come down 1/8 of an inch or so and do that. So yeah, that was the Hiawatha yard. Now I have 5 blocks, so I'm probably going to have 5 modules. I'll probably end up with 6 blocks and 6 modules. So this was the second go at the Spiral City town. So the turnouts here are properly in place now, the way that they represent on the board. I broke a little turnout there. They're fragile, so I'm going to do something about that also. Maybe make them just slightly thicker. And then I have the box. The box is about, I think it's 2.5 or 3 inches, and I'm like 4 inches tall. I don't remember. I'm too tall. I want to drop that maybe by an inch. That should work just well, or just fine, just well, whatever. And I may come over maybe a 1/2 inch on the box. Maybe a 1/2 inch over, just not so wide. This will be mounted, right on the side of the train board. And the whole idea is, I had this stuck on here with tacky tape, or sticky blue tack. The whole idea here would be, I was a little off on my measurement, so yeah, like I said, it's all prototype, so I'm going to correct all this. And there's going to be, there'll be some hinges so you could plop the panel forward if you have an issue, and then close it, and it'll stick to a magnet inside. So yeah, this is, now all these colors, these are the buttons I had available on hand right now. They will all be uniform. It won't be a bunch of just different bright looking colors like that, and that drive me nuts. So I'm probably going to go with white push buttons or maybe red push buttons. I wanted orange because I'm going to paint everything black, and then this will be Milwaukee orange, the line drawing, and maybe I'll do rail brown on the tracks. So yeah, so I'm right there, and then if we look inside the box, you know, I have some breather holes on the bottom. I'm not sure, you probably can see them. The breather holes on the bottom, hole for the wire going out, and then my Arduino. The whole idea here, I wanted room if I need be, you know, if I need to use an Arduino on one of the boxes, that it could rest in there. You know, I'm also probably going to design that a little differently. So that's something else I'll look into. I want it to fit in there a little more snug, and I'd probably have a 1/2 inch I can play with there. And that's about how much I want to shorten the box up, maybe a 1/2 inch or so. You know, maybe not quite a 1/2 inch, but we'll see. 3/8, I don't know. I can also mount it this way. So I'm going to reposition, I think, the wire hole. Maybe I'm going to bring it up a little higher, make it a little smaller, maybe make 2 of them. That way I get more air coming into the box also, so there's more, the panel will stay cooler. I mean, the panel shouldn't overheat or anything with what's going to be in it, but it'll help with the mounting if I have to, or if I am using an Arduino for whatever the purpose may be, city lights, whatever. Even my switches. I have some sketches I'm working on to throw switches with a stepper motor. I don't have that around. I'll do another video on that one, on my stepper motor, to toss my switches. But that's basically it. That's the idea. This is what I've been working on. I just wanted to show everybody what I was up to. This box right now takes me about 3 hours to print. The panels, as I said, about an hour, maybe slightly over an hour to print. Let me take the Arduino out of there. So when I am finished, completely done, I'll do another short video, or I'll probably show the board with the panels mounted on it. I won't do another video on the project itself. But this all will be readjusted and made right. Right now it's just a prototype, and I wanted to put it out there and just let everybody know what I was up to. So that's it for today. Everybody have a good one. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Take care, folks.